Internet here for Card Player TV, and in the studio today is Matt Keikoan, the winner of event number 7, the $2,000 buy-in no limit hold'em event. Matt, has this all sunk in yet?
It's starting to, yes.
Tell me about the road to the final table. The final table was pretty stacked. You've got a lot of aggressive players there, Shannon Shore, Theo Tran, and so what was it like for you?
Well, Theo was to my left, which was difficult. He's a great player, and he had a very big chip stack. So I played pretty conservative at the beginning, and
did your stack allow that when you got there? Did you come in pretty short
yeah,
stack?
I had a big stack
big
too.
stack. Okay.
So I was third in chips. So yeah, I was able to sort of ride it out, and Theo got in a couple of big pots, and he got busted out and went from there.
Now, you've been playing poker for a while. I've looked at your stats. You've been cashing in major tournaments since 2003. How has poker been a part of your life? Is it a pretty big part? Do you play professionally?
I do. Yeah.
This is all you do?
Yeah.
Where are you from? Where do you live?
I live in San Rafael, California.
And how are the games out there?
There's not a whole lot of action out there. Mostly when I play live, I play at the Commerce Casino. Sometimes there's a casino in South San Francisco called Lucky Chances I play at, and I play online also.
Okay. What site do you play online?
I play Full Tilt and Poker Stars.
And when you're playing, are you mostly playing tournaments or cash games?
Mostly cash games.
Okay. So you don't play very many tournaments?
I do, actually, yeah. You mean live or online?
Either.
I play a lot of both. I've been playing a lot of live tournaments for the past 4 years.
Okay.
And haven't done anything, basically. So this was a nice little surprise.
So what was it like outlasting, almost 1,600 players? Did it feel like that many, or when you sit down, are you just focused on your table?
Yeah, I'm mostly just focused on my table, and you know, we were down to the final table in 2 days, and I'm used to playing 4- and 5-day events, so it didn't seem like that big of a deal, but obviously that's a ton of people to get through. And yeah, that final table was really tough because I also had JC Tran, who's a phenomenal player. Unfortunately, he was short, and you know, pretty much everyone at the table could play, so it wasn't easy.
So you said you're used to playing 5-day events. When you do play live tournaments, you're waiting to play the big ones, right?
Yeah, I play mostly the 10Ks, yeah.
Okay, so last year you cashed in the World Series of Poker main event. What's the difference playing in a bigger and deep stacked tournament rather than, I know in the 2000 event you start with 4,000 chips. What's the difference there? Do you have to be more aggressive early?
Not necessarily. These small tournaments at the World Series have a very good structure.
Okay.
Once you get past the beginning stages, if you can get some chips early, then it's there was a lot of play late in this. The fields are a lot weaker than they are on the World Poker Tour, so you can. It's a little easier to get chips together, and yeah, it's you know, but poker's poker. You just have to do your best and hope you come out on top.
All right, let's go back to that final table. When you got short-handed, and I watched a little bit of it, Shannon and Theo kept, banging heads.
Right.
Why do you think that Shannon sort of got the best of it?
Well, he held some cards. He had position, and he won a monster pot. He doubled up through Theo. We flopped a set, and I think Theo said he had ace-king. And the board was like king-7 small, so it's kind of a cooler there. And Shannon is so aggressive that it's tough to get away from a hand against him if you have, you know, a top pair, top kicker. So it was mostly, I think, the cards.
What was the heads-up match like with Shannon?
It was, Shannon's a great player, and he's super aggressive. And so I knew that going in, and he's a very aggressive pre-flop player.
Okay.
So I had to counter that strategy, and I think I did it pretty well. And it was, I basically, I won most of the pots, and it was sort of an uphill I just built up until he got short, and then I started shoving in when he got short enough.
So how did you exactly counteract his pre-flop aggression? Did you just come over the top, or did you call and then try and outplay him after the flop?
I did come over the top a couple times.
Just to keep him on his heels?
Yeah, a little bit. Generally, my strategy against aggressive pre-flop players is to, I started limping a lot of buttons. Mm-hmm. And fortunately, I was able to pick up a couple of hands early where I was able to limp, and then he raised from the blind, and I was able to re-raise him and sort of set that tone where, he knows he can't just raise every time I limp. So I think I limped every single button. I might have thrown a hand away, but I think I limped about every button. And I was able to set that tone and play every pot in position, and it worked out perfect.
So now that you've won this bracelet, do you think you'll be playing even more tournaments? Are you going to be around for the rest of the series?
No, I'm not. I'm going home on Monday. The plan was actually to win a tournament and then take a break and not play as many tournaments. But I'm definitely going to play the main event, and I'm playing an event today. I figure I have to try it for the back-to-back.
Right. Of course.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when players are playing really well and they've got their confidence, they're just like steamrolling, their reads are on, and you're playing good. So how are you doing so far?
I'm short going into the dinner break, but it's no limit, and
anything can happen.
We saw what Bill Edler did with one chip, so yeah.
It's true.
Right.
It's true. Well, thank you so much for coming in the studio. We'll let you go. Eat your dinner. Get back to the tournament.
All right, I am hungry.
Christy Arnett with Matt Keikoan for Card Player TV.